So we're talking about a little bit of the history here and about the facts that we know. The man in the suit right here is George Dunbar, and he had put in a mining operation back in around 1906, 1908. You can see some of the tracks. This is a side entrance to the cavern we have just back here behind my house. So we know that the tracks came out of the cavern at this point. Now the entrance looks pretty similar in today's date, but when you go in, you have to take a hard left. And because of the way the structure of the cavern is, sides, there's no way in my perceptive to get any kind of donkeys or ore carts through. After doing some studying and a little surveying stuff, we found out that back there a little ways, they concealed or collapsed the main path. Now, one of my objectives has always been, we've been digging this out, of course, but one of my objectives is inside the cavern, we have a big room, the council room. We know the tracks were there. You can still see them. We found them underneath the council room. But how to get from this point to that point. So there's possibly an opening of a time capsule here of some sort, which would be really cool. These are some of the workers that were here, but I mean, you can see it was a substantial path to get a donkey through here. Now about where this guy's standing, you know, we've been excavating that. That's where we found this rail track.
Oh, okay.
The rails in part of the cavern are still there, and I would love to be able to see, get any kind of imaging down to see where the tracks are. Now you can run metal detectors there, and you know it's a commercial cave. People drop things. We used to run a Halloween thing, so there could be nails or screws. We try to get as much of that up as we can. But the reality is that there's going to be some there.
Yeah. Cool. What is that on the left of that necklace?
This was found out here. Actually, my mom found it. We were together. We were along the creek side. The Discovery Science Channel thought this was a kind of like a necklace.
Oh, that's nice.
Is that copper?
Yes. We'll reference this as a sword blade. Off of the main council room, you know, there's like 18 passages that branch off of it, so it's just kind of a big wagon wheel. But I was sitting in a little bit of a cove area, and I noticed the clay had kind of settled down, and it looks like behind the clay that you could see some stacked up rocks. Pulled that aside and started pulling out some of those rocks and poked in there, and this right there was sitting in the middle of the room, kind of on top of a rock, kind of like a compass needle. So that was a very exciting find.
You remember which way it was pointing?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. So I marked all that where it was pointing, so we could
Cool.
recreate that.
So what kind of ore were they getting? Were they getting ore out of here? What were they doing?
Well, I actually found the original mining documents, and it didn't list it as any ore that they were getting out. In fact, it even talked about gold bullion and stuff like this that they had found that it would get directly to the mining operations. Paul here at the Old Spanish Treasure Cave. Now, we have a team in here that's actually scanning the council room floor. And the reason why we're doing that is because there was rail tracks that were put in back in 1908. And the rail tracks were put in by George Dunbar and his crew in the purpose of trying to remove or discover the treasure that's hidden inside the cavern. So since then, this floor has been buried and the tracks have been concealed since then. So we're scanning it, seeing if we can try and find some of the tracks and see if they're all still here and complete.
Way to get out of here.
Yeah.
Who knows the validity of that?
Yeah.
But you're going around a curve and finding lots of little hits, so who knows?
Something right in this area. Right.
Finding things has never been a problem here. The problem's been.
Can we dig?
It's like that lady up in Oak Ranch is just ridiculous.
Uh-huh. We're kind of considering maybe doing a 2x2 straight down.
That's also.
Yeah, that's a good viable target.
Oh, wow, more than one. Same area. That might be wire.
Could be.
Right
Is
next
that,
to the wire.
was that wire?
Well, we're right next to where they did a little. Why it might not be though is this other little passage. That was a pretty tall passage for these guys. I mean, they walked in here easy.
We are
It had to be that much. Really creepy stuff happened a long time ago.
You mind showing her this target right here? She was kind of excited about it.
Yeah.
Even if they're not close together, that's where John used to laugh at people. He said, I'll go get what you missed. But of course, what he was doing, their foot was off.
I went metal detecting with a friend up just north of Shiloh, Tennessee. His family owns about 300 acres up there. And there was an army come down through there. And go toward the Shiloh for the battle. We got up there and we kept finding these pieces of horseshoes. Well, what it was is that we found an area where the farrier for the army.
Your software, or your stuff, take that.
There's your wire.
Yeah, there's a
Let's
wire.
get your flag.
So you're gonna have to watch your wire.
You find your wire?
I don't guess I could.
Yeah, right here. I don't want
Great,
to
huh?
hit it anymore. I just saw a piece of wire.
Maybe
There it is, right here.
Your guess is as good as mine.
See, that's why.
Gonna become someday.
There's a wire.
Okay, so now we're digging in the council room, and it's a little hard to see, but you can actually see some wood right there, and what's just below the surface of the floor is actually concrete. Let's see if I can get you a better video of that. Okay, so we know this is a man-made concrete block with a pin in the middle. The big question is, what is it and what it's doing here?
I guess I should go to the side of it.
Come right down this side
And
here.
move
Just
the
keep
wire.
going back until
Well, just go this way.
stay
and move the
beside
Yeah.
of the wire.
Or you could just dig on the other side and see if it
Well,
can
that's the wire. It's following what I believe is a crack.
Concrete block.
see if it continues on that
Really, all
block.
you need to do is get the wire out of the way. More carbon stuff in that dirt there.
That's crazy. You may run into another pin over here where they use it to set that down in there. No, it keeps going.
So this,
I don't really know yet. It could be two. I remember feeling like it was a void. Okay, I'll go.
That's crazy.
How this keeps going. Get all those guys down there in the arbor area just worship.
This is just crazy. That cement block in the middle, and
Well,
it keeps
it's not-
going too.
Well,
I mean,
you
it's
certainly.
I'll be honest with you guys, I really thought it was here because this mound right here was not in the original pictures.
Well, I wouldn't tell you that it's not even doing it. It's obviously does. It's going right to the edge.
No, what I'm saying is, like in some of the original older pictures of the cave,
Yeah.
that mound was not there. So I always thought that if there was going to be anything, it was going to be.
the question is what in the world they poured that for?
Did we lose Paul?
Tim office. Okay, I'm gonna dig down as far as I can, and I'm gonna clear all this out so you can take a scan. And we'll get all this debris out of here. All gone for a second? I think so. You don't know if that's where the formation is or if that's. Yeah, I mean, that's always possible.
Anything, did you?
Nope.
Okay, I didn't.
Sure,
Don't want to do that.
Yep.
That's a rock and a half.
Yep. Oh, you're good. Yeah, don't hurt your back. Well, the tires are here.
Your stop on it.
Okay, this is the area we were in today. My first line started from this lower corner and went straight across along this left wall until I hit that farthest wall. And then the second one was this way, starting at the lower left at the entrance of that tunnel, following this side wall all the way over with this top left white rock, that direction. So I'm actually looking this direction. So those are the two scans I did today. You can see here that wall someone made. But this is what we dug up, which is kind of crazy, I think. But that's a tunnel going that direction right here. We back up. There's another tunnel here going that direction. And if we swing around, there's one in the back by the steps. And if we keep going around, you can't see it too good, but over here, turn this around, where these tracks are laid in here, right here where these tracks are laid, there's a tunnel going back that way.
Possibly.
Let's check that out. This right here is
rebar, because it don't look like nowadays rebar, but it said it is rusty and got a lot of stuff on it.
There's new metal sticking up. I don't know if that's something.